Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking for this young lady whose nickname alias is Connie. And if I call her Connie, I'm not going to chop up her name. I don't know why it doesn't have her maiden name there. She went missing in 1993. And I was about to do my next video with somebody that went missing, and I was looking through the Jane Does, and I found this one Jane Doe, and she was Roy Washington, 1983 to 2003. And I was like, well, it could be a lot of people in 20 years span, but ages 13 to 30, and they're Asian. And I thought, well, I wonder if there's anyone that went missing in Washington between those years that was Asian. And a man walking in a wooded area owned by a timber company found a portion of a human skull. Upon further investigation from law enforcement, additional skull fragments were recovered. So it's a wooded area with a timber company in Roy, Washington. And she went missing in Lacey, Washington. And so it is half an hour away. So she went missing here, and there's a wooded areas in Roy right here. I don't know where the timber company wooded area would be, but it's only a half an hour drive. So, and there is another Asian girl that went missing, but she was 33, and it says 13 to 30, and I figured, well, 31 is close enough. So I wonder if they've checked to see if it was her. And she went missing. Her husband never reported her missing. Her sister noticed after 2 or 3 months later that she couldn't get a hold of her, that she was missing, and reported her missing. And then when they go to ask her husband, where is she? Oh, she just walked away and left and never came back, right? Who's going to believe that? It says she was a devoted mother to her children. She loved her children. She may or may not have been pregnant at the time. They're not sure. But she moved to the United States with her husband in 1987, and they lived in Idaho in a mountain home. And she became a U.S. citizen. And then it says after living in Spain and Dover, Delaware, she moved with her family to Lacey in 1992. She had several friends and coworkers in the area, and she was close to her mother and sister who lived in California, and family in Philippines. But nobody's heard from her since then. Her sister noticed she's not there, and her husband never reported her missing. So what does he think? If I don't ever report her missing, nobody's gonna notice she's gone, right? And who do we think did something? If her husband hadn't done something, he would have reported her missing, right? And they always say whoever they're with last always says, no, they weren't with me last. They got in a car with somebody else. I dropped them off somewhere. They went somewhere with somebody else. They walked off. Something like that. Just, it makes me crazy, because then you can't, if you don't have the truth, then you don't know what happened. And they, of course they're not going to tell the truth. But there's this Jane Doe, and I don't know if they've checked to say, hey, is this Jane Doe her or not? Does anybody know? I don't know how to check to see if they've checked. So, I mean, I could email them and ask, right? But I'm asking you, do you know if they've checked to see if it was her or not? Like I said, it's only a half an hour away. And there may be other Jane Does that fit her description, because I didn't really look. I saw this one. It was a half an hour away. It doesn't give the height or weight, so maybe it could be almost anybody. But it says Asian, and it says 13 to 30, and it has these years. And because it's only a half an hour away, I took that ball and run with it. So, and then I Googled to try to find her husband's name or her last name, and I found this, and I'm not sure if it's her husband, but I believe it is. But I'm not positive, because I don't have a newspaper description, and I don't know her husband's name. But it's the area, and how common could that name be, really? Anyway, don't forget to stop and pray for her family and her loved ones and her children that have grown up without a mother. And please feel free to leave comments. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.